गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बोफलसारभक्षकम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Om. Namaste to everyone. I'm really happy to meet all of you. Maybe some of them may be knowing me, I don't know. Anyway, today our topic is, I select the topic is called Tradition of Immediate Blessing, because I deliberately chosen this topic. As a yoga teacher or a person who is in the spiritual path, we all are in search of some kind of happiness or something which we want to really achieve. Something which you want to achieve or get in time and in space. This is the idea anybody who starts any undertaking in our life. I want to start, I want to progress, and finally I want to reach my goal. Whatever. Even a materialist person also doing the same thing. He start, he progress, and he finally reach his destination. Now, what about the spiritual path? This is the idea anybody start with. Now, we all conclude that I am sorrow, I have sorrow, I don't have any kind of happiness, I want to be happy. Therefore, what I want to do, really I don't know. I will be here, we may be hearing something from some source. If you do these things, you will be happy. If you do that thing, you will be happy. Like that, we all undertaking different types of spiritual practice. In Sanskrit, it's called sadhana. A spiritual sadhana means a regular, systematic, spiritual practice. Everything is very important. It should be regular, it should be systematic, also it should be connected with spiritual. Spirit means it should be connected with my true nature. Who am I? I may not be knowing who am I. At least have some idea that I am something which is unique. What is the uniqueness of me? If somebody asks, we can say that I am the only one who knows me. Is it not? Others all guess. I am the only person. I am the only person in this whole universe which is revealed by myself, a self-revealed entity. With this idea to get rid of all the sorrows, And to get the more and more happiness, we all undertake different types of spiritual practice. Now, the question is, what is our basic problem? If I don't know what is my real problem, whatever solution I am looking for, if I don't know what is the problem, if I do something without knowing real problem, for example, a person want to come to India. If he want to come to India, he has to travel towards India. Instead of traveling towards India, he is traveling against opposite direction. He will not be able to reach. So therefore, first of all, we should know what is my goal. That's a very important thing. If that goal is not clear, whatever we do may not be useful to reach my real destination. Almost everybody, even you ask whether a person is spiritual person or materialistic person, whichever, whoever a human being on this planet Earth, if you ask them what do you want, they will tell this and that. Ultimately, everybody agree one single thing, that will be, I want to be happy. It's a very simple, no? I want to be happy. Even one person says, I want to be more miserable. Imagine a person is telling, no, I don't want to be happy, I want to be more miserable. Then we can ask a question, why do you want to be more miserable? Because when I become more miserable, I am more happy. Still, he wants to be happy, understand? Therefore, knowingly or unknowingly, everybody is searching this happiness, which we think, which I want to gain in time and space. Within the time and some place, there is a happiness. The beginning of my spiritual journey, I thought the happiness and self-realization is hiding in Himalayan cave. I went all the way to Himalaya. I searched all the cave which is accessible and searched everywhere. I could see some cobweb. I didn't see much people there. I suffered a lot. Then finally I came back. Because we think this is called, Swami Dayananda says, it's a spiritual romance. Understand? You romanticize your spirituality. You think here and there, and we have our own idea. But this is a normal in the beginning. It's validated, no wrong. Understand? I am not telling you are wrong or you are right. This is the fact. Anybody who starts a spiritual journey. Now, when I start, we all think I want to have certain type of experience in our life. Especially when we do meditation, when you do japa means repeating the mantras. Of course, you will have a lot of experience, some kind of vision. We are not ignoring all these factors which occurs during our spiritual journey. In a way, those things are a sign that I am my spiritual practice is really going in a right direction. But we should not forget that is not the end. what is our goal? We should not forget. My goal is I want to be happy. Now the question is, okay, I want to be happy. When do you want to be happy if somebody asks? Do you want to be happy at night or during the day? Or you want to be happy at morning? Or when do you want to be happy? Here also we don't have much option. Any intelligent person, the answer will be, I want to be happy all the time. Not all the time I want to be happy. At the same time, I think this I want to get it from some place or some other source. Here is our scriptures, especially the Upanishad, comes and tells us what you are looking for is within you. It is you. You are searching you. Therefore, your whole problem is you don't know who you are. The self-ignorant is the problem. If problem is a self-ignorant, solution should be self-knowledge. Simple. Problem is the basic fundamental problem is self-ignorant, or sometimes people say self-non-acceptance. I'm not acceptable to me because I have a certain opinion about me based upon my own past. I judge myself, the self-judgment. I have a certain opinion about myself. I am not good at school. I was a very bad student. Bad student means you didn't score any high mark, high grade in your schooling, and all these things. Naturally, I judge myself. Also, people also sometimes add to this experience. People also sometimes, our own circle, the family circle will say, oh, you are not good. You don't know what is it. These all things will be add to my self-judgment. I judge myself. Now here, the scripture is also telling to me that you don't know you. You are taking yourself something which you are not. This is your real problem. Now, I have a clear understanding that I need to gain the knowledge. To gain any knowledge, even self-knowledge or even a material knowledge, if you want to learn mathematics, you have to have certain preparation. Without preparation, I will not be able to gain the knowledge. Therefore, how to prepare myself in order to gain this knowledge? That's where all yoga, whatever we are doing, understand? Because whether a person is spiritual or not, we cannot judge from outside. Sometimes people think one who has a long beard, he is a very big spiritual person. One who doesn't have any hair and put all the, he shave everything, he's a spiritual person. It's all some kind of sign we can judge from outside. But we cannot judge anybody 100%. Therefore, there is a connection between my mind and my body. The body mind has got certain connection. What is the mind is the very subtle thing which nobody can see. I can feel. I am also able to really judge my mind 100%. What is next thought is going to arise in my mind? I don't know really. Therefore, certain understanding we have about our own mind. The mind is a subtle, it is not visible. The body is very much visible to myself as well as others. Therefore, our rishis given a tool. What they said, you want to prepare your mind. At the same time, this mind is not within your hand. To prepare the mind, first you prepare your body, the physical body. Understand, this physical body is very much visible. Whether you can control your mind or not, we don't know. We are not able to judge. But whether you are able to keep your body for a length of time without much problem, this everybody can see. Where the role of asana come, understand, the yoga asanas, different posture come, many postures. What posture is useful to me, it may not be useful to another person. Therefore, there are many varieties of yoga posture through this physical, solid, physical body. I can really influence my mind. For example, if you imagine a statue of Buddha who is in deep meditation, the moment you see the statue of a Buddha, you automatically become calm and quiet. Understanding that word? The physical posture, even we sit like a Buddha, half closed eyes, and you just sit with relaxed, your mind become also relaxed. Therefore, why I have to do asanas? Understand? This is what I want to connect here. Most of them you are spiritual yoga teachers. What is the most of the time, 99% of people who are coming to the yoga class, in your yoga class, they just say, I want to improve my health. I want to enjoy my health. I want to be more slim. Something. They have some goal. Therefore, even though they start with that, they should not stop with that, because this asanas or pranayama is meant to prepare my mind. Prepare for my mind is, what is the preparation of the mind? Generally we say, imagine if you are a yoga teacher, many students are coming to your class, you will say, oh, I am very successful yoga teacher. No? I am a very successful yoga teacher. If you start a yoga center, nobody is coming, what you will say, I'm not good for, I'm failure in yoga field. If a person is really a yoga, teacher, a yogi, if nobody come to his class, he will tell, I am the successful yoga teacher in the world. Why? Because nobody is coming. I have 24 hours to practice. But there is nothing to lose. A yogi never judge himself as a failure or a winner. There is no win and failure in yoga. There are different types of experience in our life. If I am not able to make my mind calm and quiet, if I am not able to look my experience with more closely, I cannot say I am a yogi. Because if I want to really learn from a experience, if a experience taught me a lesson, I am not a failure. I am a successful person in a way. Because next time I can perform better way. Next time I will be able to do better. Since a yogi, his mind is calm and quiet. Every life experience, he is learning. The whole life is a learning. His life itself is a university. A spiritual person, his whole life is a learning process. Each and every situation, he or she learning more and more. Therefore, through my physical asana practice, when you can do a certain posture, your flow of prana will be smooth in the body. If prana is smooth and flowing properly, it definitely influences your mind. The mind become more calm and quiet. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodhaha. Yoga should help you to get the capacity. You can really take care of your own thought pattern, thinking pattern. We all have different patterns. But this pattern I can really take care of. They are not controlling me. I have the capacity to control them. I become a master. They really serve me. Now, the next question is that I want to learn. If I want to really learn something, I said I have to prepare my mind here to learn who am I, what is my real nature, who am I. Learning is a scriptures, scripture learning, lot of things are involved. If I want to really look into this subject matter, my mind is more calm because we all know that I am. Understand? There is nobody here in this meeting who doesn't know you are there. If somebody asks you, are you there? Yes, I am there. I am here. When you say I am here, that means that I is self-evident. It is evident to you very much. But when you say I is self-evident, at the same time, I don't know the real nature of this I. For example, if you judge yourself that I am sorrow, or I am happy, or my nature is sorrowful, my nature is happiness. When you say, this statement also is known to you. It is not you really speaking. It is something known to you. The so-called happiness, whatever we are experiencing in our life, and sorrow, they are constantly coming and going. They are not staying with you permanently. What is there in you permanently is you. Understand? You are the one who is constant, always there. You are never absent. That you, the scriptures say that you which is available right now. You don't need to wait. Understand? That's why I say immediate. There is no. I am here all the time. I am the one who is experiencing whatever experience come to me. Generally, we divide whole human experience into three. What is the waking, dream, and deep sleep? All the three are known to me. I am the one who is common in all the three. That if I don't know the nature of this I, due to ignorance about that I, is my whole problem. My problem is something like that. No, let me tell a story. My problem is something which is, we can say, imagine, you know the sugar, no? Everybody knows sugar. Sometimes you may not be taking much sugar since you become a yogi. Otherwise, India, everybody take more sugar. That's why Indian people are more happy and they're relaxed. They don't bother about taking little more sugar. You know, the first time I went to Europe, first time I'm in Europe, I was taking some classes in some places, and this person, that's during the Easter, no? During the Easter, most of the time I will be in this place. Then somebody said, Swamiji, there is a very good chocolate. I was really happy to get the chocolate. No? Then when I said, I thought it should look nice, very nice packet and everything. I thought I will go to my room and I can enjoy the chocolate really. I was very happy. Then I went to my room, I opened the wrapper and I want to really taste the chocolate. The moment I put this expensive chocolate into my tongue, I just spit it. Why? Because this chocolate, but a special chocolate, it is called dark chocolate. Understand? There is no sweetness in the chocolate. It given more disappointment to me. Instead of getting more happy, I become more disappointed. Then I told this person, what you have given to me? Is it chocolate? Yes, Swamiji, this is very expensive chocolate from Belgium. It's called dark chocolate. I said, don't give any more such chocolate to any Indian people. Because in India, chocolate means it's supposed to be sweet. No bitter chocolate will be sold in India. Nowadays it might become, but chocolate means sweet. And chocolate and sweetness is a synonym, understand? You cannot separate. But sugar, understand? Let me come to the story. The sugar crystal one day this sugar crystal met the God. Imagine a story. This is just a story. Because sugar crystal did yoga and pranayama and meditation and did tapas, penance. Sugar crystal wanted to see the God with lot of effort, intense practice, finally one day God appeared in front of Sugar Crystal and asked God, God asked to the Sugar Crystal, why do you call me? What do you want? The Sugar Crystals told, oh God, I want to be sweet. Please bless me to be sweet. Then God said, my dear Sugar Crystal, you are already sweet. In order to become sweet, you don't need to do anything. If you do anything, that reveals your self-ignorant. You are ignorant about yourself. Then the Sugar Crystal said, oh, you are teasing me. I didn't do all my practice to get this answer. You give me something which is positive, which make me feel good. Then the God said, do one thing. You go to this Sugar Crystal from Europe, understand? This Sugar Crystal from Europe. Then God said, you go to an Indian Sugar Crystal, understand? There is some Indian Sugar Crystal, you go there and he will tell how you can become sweet. Then the Sugar Crystal went all the way to India to find out a real master Sugar Crystal, to learn how to become sweet, to find out how I can be sweet. Then this master said, oh, don't worry. You do all the things what I am going to tell. You practice these things. Finally, you will be able to recognize that the sweetness which is within you. Now, due to your habit, because we all have our own habit, because we judge ourselves from our own experiences in our own life, what all the experiences we have undergone in our life, based upon that, we all judge ourselves. This judgment is the most difficult things to overcome in our spiritual journey. We have judged ourselves. This is all natural. This judgment is natural. You don't need to learn this. Your society and your life will really teach you how to judge yourself. But this judgment, if a person wants to really overcome, there lot of practices are involved. Meditation, different types of meditation. I have to lead a disciplined life, a life which is really reorient me, understand? Instead of thinking I am a sorrowful person, I go within and analyze myself. Yes, I am a awareful person. I am really awareness. That awareness is know the sorrows and happiness. In reality, I am neither sorrow nor happiness. Happy, understand? So-called happy. Happiness means what? What kind of happiness? The happiness which is arrival and departure. We say happy moment, understand? This happy time and happy moment is coming and going. We are not talking about that kind of happiness. That happiness is coming and going. Such happiness, we say, it is depending upon certain external thing. We want to be independent. Nobody wants to always depend upon something else. We all want to be free. Everybody is looking for freedom. Freedom from what I really don't want. But this practice of a person, therefore, all our practice from our inquiry, right from the beginning, we inquire into the spiritual part and getting into the yoga class, getting into become a yoga teacher and further study. All this study is just to know that I am what I am looking for is my true nature. But this whole process we can say is a yoga, because yoga means what? You connect to you. Understand? I connect to me, myself. Now I am disconnected. How I disconnected? Just because of my way of thinking, my habit. Because due to this habit, I look outside. Anything you obtain from outside, what is the nature of an object? Any object you see, after some time, it will disappear. Nothing will be permanently staying with you, except you. Therefore, just like this sugar crystal, which discovered that, oh, I am the sugar, I am the sweet, my nature is sweetness. The moment the sugar crystal discovered, the sugar crystal understand, doesn't matter where I am, doesn't matter which time I am existing, whether night or daytime, whether morning or evening, whether during the day or during the night, all the time I am sweet, because my nature is sweetness. There's only one way, understand. If I want to be happy all the time, what I'm looking for, it should be me. If it is not me, there is no way you can become that which you are looking. Understand? The happiness which you are looking, it should be my nature. If my original nature is the happiness, I have to just discover, understand? Now covered by my own thinking pattern. The same thinking pattern, I have to use this thinking capacity to discover, to overcome. When we say, sometimes the people use the word transcend. Transcend means what? Don't think you have to transcend something. Transcend means understanding. Once you understand, you already transcend. But this, once a person really able to appreciate to appreciate this, we need the scriptures. Scriptures means here, really speaking, the scriptures which reveal the self-knowledge. The scriptures is just like a mirror, understand? Please understand, sometimes when I say scripture, some people get allergy. What scriptures? I don't want to study any scriptures. The scriptures is just like if I tell you, if you want to see your face, you have to look into the mirror. No, I don't want to look into the mirror, okay? If you don't want to look into the mirror, don't see, you will not be able to see your face. No, I don't want to use mirror, at the same time I want to see my face. It is not possible. Be a practical man, or be a practical woman. Because if I want to see, mirror means some reflecting media, you need to see your face. Is it not? Without that reflecting media, I will not be able to see my face. Even if others can see, but I cannot see. Others will tell your face look very beautiful, but unfortunately, I will not be able to see my own face. Just like how you use mirror to see your own face. In the same manner, we use the scriptures to know my original nature. The once you see your face, you can appreciate yourself. Oh, my face is beautiful. If you are if you are able to accept your face, no problem. If you are not able to accept your face, then beauty parlor will have a lot of job. Understand? They will have very good harvest. This is what all the beauty industry is surviving because of our own complex. I have my complex about myself. I'm not able to accept myself. It is not the problem of the others. Also, we sometimes we think when we go, everybody is looking at me. When you go to a party, you think everybody is looking at me. People have a lot of other things. Understand? You think everybody is looking at you. Therefore, just I need to accept myself. I may have, when I judge from the physical standpoint, I may have some defect. There is no one in this world who doesn't have any defect in physical level. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. If you don't know, you can accept yourself. If you know, you think, aha, I know it. Therefore, you may not be able to accept yourself. Therefore, the moment if I really able to accept myself, if whole world is not able to accept me, no problem at all. It is their problem. Don't buy their problem to you. If somebody says you are beautiful, okay, don't buy. Next day they will tell you, oh, you are not beautiful, then you will be disappointed. But don't buy. I have to have a real understanding about myself. This make me a strong person. Not physically, I'm telling, emotionally, I will be strong. Nobody can do anything to me. It is not something ego, understand? I'm not talking about the ego. This is something you know very well about you. Also, if you are able to accept you, you can also easily accept others. Then there is a beautiful story. A teacher taught two people medicine, Ayurveda, and Ayurvedic teacher. He taught two people how to use medicine, and they undergone 12 years practice. At the end of the practice, he given some medicine to two of them, to both the student. That's an examination. Then he said, you with these herbs, you do some medicine and bring it back. The both of them went, and one person, while going them, they saw a person is sick and really suffering. The one person said, I cannot help you because I have examination. My teacher has given some herbs. I have to go and make some medicine. Another person, when he saw, oh, what is this examination? I don't care all this examination, because now I got an opportunity to really test my knowledge here. There is a person who is sick. I have to help him. Then he really helped this person, and next day He didn't do any medicine. He brought all the herb as it is. Then the teacher asked, what happened? Then he narrated what happened yesterday. While going, I saw a sick person. I have to take care of him. Therefore, I didn't have much time to look in to make the medicine. Therefore, I didn't do it. Other person said, I also saw that same person because I know that I have to make this medicine. Therefore, I didn't take care of that person. I went and made the medicine and I brought it back. Then the teacher said, the one who didn't make the medicine, he passed the examination. Why? Because that is what, when you have the knowledge, if somebody is really need that knowledge, you should be ready to give that knowledge. That is the sign of the beauty of the knowledge. If you give any knowledge, even material or spiritual knowledge, if you share with people, it becomes more and more clear to you. It becomes more and more with you. Understand? The knowledge is the only one thing. The more you give, it becomes more and more. If you have the more money, if you started giving money, it becomes lesser and lesser. Therefore, the money and all our values like love, compassion, empathy, all these value, if you practice more, if you tell more to other people, it becomes more and more. Therefore, with this help of the scriptures, if I look into myself, what I discover, just like when you look into the mirror, what you see is your own face. In the same manner, when I look into the Upanishad means what is a Sanskrit word. If I want to translate this word Upanishad, is called self-knowledge. Okay? Upanishad is talking about you, nothing else. That's the subject matter of any Upanishad you take. But this Upanishad is like a mirror. It reveals myself. I am. It really shows my original nature. Once you know, there is nothing to do. Understand? Just knowing, if you can really, without any obstacle, if you can really appreciate that information, what you got it from the scriptures, you can happily say what scripture is talking about myself is real. Because I am judging myself in another level, from the standpoint of the body, from the standpoint of the sense organs, sometimes from the standpoint of the mind and emotion and intellectual. This level I am taking myself. Once I really understand who am I in reality, that is the real blessing in our life. For this blessing, I need to have my own blessing. My own blessing means what? My emotion, my mind should be cooperate with me, and I should have a teacher who can really show this beauty, and I also need the scriptures. These are the three blessings we talk about in human life. What is the one is your own blessing. Your own blessing means what? You are ready to undergo this practice, this path, without any compromise. That is the your blessing. What is the scriptures? What is the scripture and teacher mean? You should meet a teacher who can really be with you and patiently show what scriptures talk about you. The scriptures and teacher's blessing come together. It is not separate, because scriptures are revealed by the teacher. If you yourself take a book especially the Upanishad books or some kind of Upanishad teaching, when you read, it will be utter confusion because we all read from our own understanding. A teacher can really tell you that you have to look at in this angle. When I tell you what are you seeing here, you can say this is a mud pot. This is a clay pot. When you say it's a pot, it's a clay pot. If I say it is just clay, both are correct. You say clay pot and clay both are correct. If both are correct, one is more correct, another is less correct. Which is more correct, which is less correct. Therefore, all our judgment upon ourselves in different level, which we are not able to know our ultimate nature. Therefore, nothing to gain. It is something to realize here and now. This is the whole teaching of the scripture. Any scriptures you learn, understand? Any Arsha, this is also called Arsha Nidya. Arsha means it is coming from the Rishi. Rishi means the people who are seers, understand? There are seers means one who really saw that reality that they have hand over to through their disciple, and it reached till now. If I am talking to you, it is still there, this knowledge. That's why I said tradition of immediate blessing. The once you able to understand this knowledge, then it is immediately bless you. There is nothing, there is no medium required. Understand? It is you, something very much available here and now. Thank you. This is what I want to talk, and I'm really happy to see all of you, and thank you very much. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you for listening to Swami Tattvarupananda. If you would like to know more about JJK Gurukulam and its social work and Swamiji's lectures, please go to our website jjkgurukulam.org or contact us by email jjkgurukulam@gmail.com. Thank you. Om Shanti.